simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, it must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. The murderer, of course. Case summary? That's on page 1. Sure about that? I'm already aware of that. No. No. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. Trying to think if it could be that simple. No! Oh, yes. Objection, Your Honor. I object. It must exist. Second bullet. What the? Second bullet must exist. But where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright. Wait, Your Honor! Second bullet, it does exist. Someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. The murderer. Gotcha! Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for a stray bullet? I had to take it. Think too normal. Think crazy. Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken. Yes, Your Honor. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. The murderer had to take the bullet. Maybe the bullet hit the murderer. If it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head, but what if that's really what happened? The murderer came from outside, yes! The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. Oh, I don't think so. No one was wounded at the time of the incident? He's right, I can't think of anyone. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Bingo! Right there. Bingo! Gotcha! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect. Von Karma! Oh, yes! Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day after the incident? Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record? Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? I don't need to. No. No. He couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Wait. Now. Remember what I said earlier about that metal detector? Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then I ask, where's that bullet now? I think it's unlikely Von Karma performed surgery on himself. Oh, yes, I do. There's still the possibility the bullet is still inside Von Karma. Gotcha. Well, there's one way to find out. You can use this metal detector. Well, Von Karma, I'm gonna run this over you and see what we find. Your Honor, the defense requests that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Objection, Your Honor. The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who had the right to end it right here, right now. We're gonna give it a shot. Bingo! Something's inside his right shoulder. The bullet! Mr. Von Karma. What? That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday, Mr. Von Karma. Oh, I'm the one who should be sorry, Mr. Von Karma. You were close. One day away from freedom. You see, I have proof. Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? Greetings, Coyote. Oh, I got you now, Von Karma. This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We can analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets have been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the bullets and markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Gotcha! Years earlier. It's not like it was just kind of error. I thought the Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. Nobody is perfect. Perfection is simply just a myth. Mr. Miles Edgeworth, you were innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. Court is adjourned. It was pretty close, though. I was sure we had it. So it's finally over, Edgeworth. Yeah. You're welcome, Edgeworth. Just got you there, Edgeworth. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguarded. Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lana? It's too bad. Seen that coming. What's up? Envelope. It's got money in it. It's not strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. A weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. $38 exactly? No. Oh, man. Yeah, too well. Edgeworth. Should have told me. I became a defense attorney because of what you two did. If only I had known, I'd have become a prosecutor. Yes, Fenris. She risked her life, and it paid off. Edgeworth. Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. What the? Is Phoenix hungover? Huh? What's this? A letter? Maya. Maya. So you're leaving? No, Maya, you're not useless. Hold it! I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. Yes, only her voice, but still. was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Sorry, but I have evidence that you helped. Von Karma was convinced he had taken all the evidence pertaining to DL6. You were the one to rescue the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. You were the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. Couldn't have done it without you. Huh? I'll be waiting. I don't know about that. So my story ends. Time to turn a new page. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. The same old crazy cast of characters. Figures. Another model. Mr. Payne, you're such a pain in the ass. Oh man. There's the spirit of Mia. Well, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed this live stream for tonight. We're not done yet, though. We still have one more case. Rise from the ashes. Though, that will be saved for another time. I hope you've enjoyed this live stream. Until next time, sayonara.